You could have the most expensive skincare routine in the world. The right face wash, the right serum, the right moisturizer applied in the right order every single morning. And your face would still look dull, tired, and older than it should if you keep doing what you're doing every night. The products are not the problem. The habits are the problem. And until you fix what you're doing in the 23 hours a day when you're not applying anything, no product will save you. Here is the pattern that keeps most men stuck with average skin despite genuinely trying to fix it. They treat skincare as something they add to a lifestyle that is already working against them. They buy the right products, follow a morning routine, maybe even watch the right videos, and then they spend the rest of their day dehydrated, underslept, touching their face, eating processed sugar, and breathing through their mouth, and they wonder why nothing changes. The products were never going to override the habits. Skin is not a surface problem, it is a systems problem. And your face is not a separate organ you maintain in isolation, it is the external readout of how your entire body is functioning. When your sleep is poor, your face shows it. When you are chronically dehydrated, your face shows it. When your blood sugar is unstable from a diet loaded with processed food, your face shows that too. The false belief is that better skin requires better products. The truth is that better skin requires better behavior. And the reason most men never get there is not knowledge. They know they should sleep more, drink more water, eat cleaner. The reason is identity. They have not made the decision that they are someone who takes care of themselves at that level. They are still treating it as something to try rather than something to become. That distinction, trying versus becoming, is where the transformation either happens or it doesn't. A genuinely healthy complexion has 4 visible qualities. It is clear, not just from active breakouts, but from the kind of consistent congestion that signals a body running on poor inputs. It is even in tone, without the patchiness and dullness that come from UV damage and poor circulation. It is hydrated, skin that catches light rather than absorbing it flatly. And it looks rested, with none of the puffiness, dark circles, or subtle grayness that mark a man whose body never fully recovers. The first pillar is sleep, and I want to reframe it before you skip past it because you already know you should sleep more. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is production. During the deep sleep stages, your body cannot reach when you are cutting your night short or disrupting it with late-night screen exposure. Collagen synthesis increases, cell repair accelerates, and cortisol drops to its lowest point of the day. Cortisol, the stress hormone, when chronically elevated, degrades collagen, triggers oil production, and causes the kind of low-grade inflammation that manifests as dull, rough, broken-out skin. 7 to 8 hours is the threshold. Below it, your body does not fully complete its repair cycle. The face that looks back at you in the morning is the face of an incomplete recovery, puffy around the eyes, flat in tone, without the tightness that collagen production provides. The behavioral fix is a hard cutoff, a time, the same time every night at which screens go off and the wind down begins. Not a suggestion to yourself, a non-negotiable system boundary. Men who set this and hold it for 2 weeks consistently report a visible change in their skin quality before they change anything else. Because for most men, sleep is the single highest leverage variable they are currently underprotecting. This is not a sleep tip. It is the decision to treat your recovery as seriously as you treat your output. That decision is an identity choice. The second pillar is what you are putting into your body and what you are keeping off your face. Start with hydration. 3 to 4 liters of water daily is not a wellness trend. It is the minimum functional requirement for skin that looks alive. When you are dehydrated, and most men are, chronically without realizing it, your skin loses elasticity, pores appear larger, and the natural luminosity that healthy skin has simply disappears. No moisturizer replaces internal hydration. The implementation is simple and requires only a decision. A large water bottle that you refill, a baseline you hit before you reach for coffee, soda, or anything else. 1 week of consistent hydration produces a visible difference in skin texture. Now here is the piece most men resist. Processed sugar is collagen's primary dietary enemy. When blood sugar spikes repeatedly from soft drinks, energy drinks, pastries, and the dozens of forms of added sugar embedded in convenience food, a process called glycation occurs. Glucose molecules bind to collagen fibers and degrade them, making skin less firm, less smooth, and more prone to the kind of accelerated aging that shows up as visible pore size, uneven tone, and a face that looks older than it is. Reducing processed sugar for 15 days, not eliminating it forever, just pulling back the daily load, produces measurable changes in skin clarity and firmness. Replace the high sugar options with whole food alternatives. The skin responds because you removed the input that was actively breaking it down. 2 more habits that cost most men their natural glow and that require nothing to fix except awareness. The first is face touching. Your hands contact bacteria-laden surfaces dozens of times a day. Your phone, your keyboard, every door handle you push. Every time those hands reach your face, that bacterial load transfers directly to your pores. This is one of the most consistent contributors to persistent acne that men underestimate because the habit is invisible to them. The fix? Clean hands only on your face and reduce unconscious contact as much as possible. Simple, free, immediately effective. The second is sunscreen. UV radiation is the leading environmental cause of premature skin aging. Collagen breakdown, hyperpigmentation, uneven tone, and the dull, tired look that no amount of corrective product reverses. Most men only apply sunscreen for outdoor activities, but UV exposure is cumulative and occurs indoors through windows, in cars, in any environment with natural light. A broad-spectrum SPF applied every morning after cleansing is the most cost-effective anti-aging and clarity-preserving habit available. 15 days of consistent use produces a visible evening of tone. 3 months of it protects against years of compounding damage. There is one more variable that almost no skincare content addresses, and it is the one that ties everything else together: how you breathe. Chronic mouth breathing, which most men have defaulted to, especially during sleep, restricts nasal airflow, reduces oxygen circulation efficiency, and over time contributes to facial puffiness and reduced muscle tone around the jaw and midface. It also worsens sleep quality, because nasal breathing activates parasympathetic recovery mechanisms that mouth breathing bypasses. The correction is nasal breathing as a conscious default, during workouts, during focused work, during rest. It improves circulation, which improves the blood flow that gives skin its color and vitality. It deepens sleep quality, compounding the recovery benefits we covered earlier. And over time, it contributes to the kind of facial tone and definition that no product can replicate. Every habit we covered today has one thing in common. None of them require money. None of them require special knowledge. Every single one of them requires only the decision to stop accepting your defaults. Sleep like your recovery matters. Drink water like your body depends on it, because it does. Reduce the sugar that is quietly breaking down your collagen. Keep your hands off your face. Protect your skin from the sun that is aging it every day. Breathe through your nose. Simplify your routine instead of layering more onto damage you're still causing. These are not skincare tips. They are the daily behavioral proof that you take yourself seriously. The face you want is not waiting on the right product. It is waiting on the right decision. If this channel is helping you make those decisions, you already know where to come back.